Alright friends, welcome back to another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. And here we go. Small error in a mission we did not long ago, which is to say lights in the sky doesn't work on every survivor. I was mixed up comparing it to Shrine. It only works on the survivor who innovates, or who rather goes there and endeavours there. So we will have only one person gaining +3, and that's going to be Fail, with the round leather shields and all that sort of gear. So we'll do that later on when we get on to the departing phase, which is pretty much now. We're going to fight a level 3 Dragon King. Could be a risk, but I'm not concerned because we get a lot of survivors back. So this is a very exciting time. I've got 4 new survivors. We've got Luce the Ring Telemon, and he is in the green armor suit. He is wearing our traditional Gorm bow with the Zanbato, or the Gorn armor set, sorry. So he's just remove this knuckle shield because I've replaced that with a tempered axe, just in case I want to swing with the axe. Positive about this guy is that he's got +2 evasion on his base evasion of 3. So we're looking at evasion 5 chap here, which seems fine. And that's Luce the Ring Telemon. Next we have what I'm calling the Dragon Archer. No, sorry, we've got our Rawhide Suit guy. He's just got a collection of items to help survive and help everyone else survive. So we're going to play him in a support role in this mission. We've then got Fail, who is wielding the sword, the Vagabond set that we picked up last mission, last phase. Because we've got the steel sword, so it feels like a good time to use a steel sword. She gains +1 accuracy, +1 strength, and +1 speed when attacking with a sword. However, the steel sword is an irreplaceable slow and sharp sword. So with slow, unfortunately, what it means is you'll only ever roll 1 dice, unless she gets frenzied. If she got frenzied, that'd be interesting. And finally, our last character is Masana. She's got propulsion drive, so we're going to have to grab that out from the Dung Beetle Knight, because that's a survivor status. And it's a very cool one too, I might add. If I can find it. Momentum. So, if you travel more than 4 spaces in a turn, she's movement 5, so that's good. From movement or knockback without passing over the same space twice, gain a momentum token. When you successfully tumble, gain a momentum token. She doesn't have a tumble, but she is wielding the Vespertine bow, so she'll be able to move around quite a lot, and that will give her, hopefully, some good opportunities to do some cool shit. We'll see. We'll see how things go. So I'm just going to put on Fail, Sword Master, and Sword Specialist, so that I don't forget. Mastery Sword, Specialization Sword, and she's no longer a shield. Well, she's a shield specialist because everyone is, but she's changed her weapon proficiency to sword, so she's back down to 0. She's got Sword Oath. Steel Sword. Here we go. All right. So we're going to depart. We're then going to gain 1 on every hit location. Why is that guy not got a shield? Oh, okay. Well, we'll definitely go back to the knuckle shield for him. I don't want the tempered axe that much. That we're missing an armor point. Cool. Davram, he gained 1. Fail gained 1, 2, 3, 4. And Masana gains 1 from Shrine. Alright. This will be an interesting phase. So let's bring this bad boy up. I have no clue how we're going to go. Everyone could die here, and if that happens, that's fine. We'll be able to make some new survivors that are just as good. But yeah, wow. All right, a level 3 Dragon King. He's a long way away. Long way away. Smolder. Bad. Okay. Come on, team. We can do this. Lose the Rin. So we're going to need to get some courage as we progress. Hopefully we'll get some courage. Oh, lava flow. Well, I don't think anyone can fail the lava flow because everyone's at least courage 2, which is good. Let's see if anyone gets the +1 strength token and the -1 evasion token. We would need to roll a... Nope, doesn't matter. We've got 4 lava pools. There's literally no way we can get any more than that. Because we're +2 on everyone, and that's it. Great. 4 lava pools. We now roll a random hunt event. So Davram, usual 0, 6. Faceless statue. Each survivor gains 1 survival. I like that a lot. And does the settlement have sculpture? Indeed we do. Survivors. Each survivor rolls 1d10. Gain that many survival and an understanding. Oh my god. Lose the Rin. 2 survival. And an understanding. Awesome. Davram. 4 survival. And an understanding. Fail. 2 survival effectively and an understanding. This is a good event. Oh, 1 survival Masana and an understanding. Okay. So the second positive from this is, are all survivors insane? Actually, no, they're not. The survivors may rest here longer. Do you want to rest? No. Good work, lose the Rin. Davram Bashir. Davram Bashir. We'll roll a random hunt event. 67. Just realised I haven't put this up. Sorry, friends. Saliva pools. I think we've had this one before. Does any survivor have a sickle? Yes. All survivors gain all +1 understanding. I like that. Made by D-Ruxa Rhythm. Does any survivor have 3+ understanding? Yes. I don't want to do that, thank you. Thank you, survivor pools. Very good. Fail. The Ornate Temple, random hunt event. 44. Ooh. So I don't remember what this is. I think if you go for the smaller tracks, you hunt a lower level monster, but you gain less benefits. I think we want to hunt the larger tracks. Yep. Okay. The smaller one lets you get less resources, or it starts wounded or something. Alright, the final hunt event is on Masana, the Majestic Shadow. She'll gaze upward at the Majestic Shadow. You look up just in time to see the Dragon King descend and ambush you. Well, it could be worse. Everyone got all of their survival up. We don't have any more risk of random hunt events that could fuck us, do more wounds, so hey, what are you going to do? I will say that it's a little suboptimal to have the Dragon King, who is a legendary fucking beast, going for the ambush. Don't love that, but alright. Oof, I'm feeling nervous now. I'm wondering if we have enough strength to do this, get this job done. Looking a little light on the strength department, friends. No one's got Quixotic. We've got no Red Fist. Oof, alright. We'll do our best, friends. We'll do our best. Because he's fucking strength fucking 19, so toughness 19, isn't he? Alright. So he's got a -1 luck token as well, which is really bad. Because it means we can't crit him unless we roll -1 luck. Double speed, double damage, and a luck. Oof, I'm nervous. Legendary, A. B, A, B, L, B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, A. 9, 8, and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all of them. I think it's all of these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is. And it's 2 of these. Okay. Boom. Yucky. Alright, stand by, friends. Alright, let's find a spot for our survivors. Who's got our most evasion? Lutheran 5, Davram 4, Fail 4, Masana 3. So we definitely don't want Masana to be getting attacked. We want it to be Fail. Alright, that's our showdown board. Okay, so let's begin. The monster starts by doing an irradiate at the beginning of every turn. So he does a -1 toughness, which is great, and then he performs his blast zone effect. So then he's going to draw his card, and it is, oh, it's a legendary card, closest threat in range. Whoa, destroy armor. He does it twice? Holy shit. Evasion 5 on lose Therin might be our best bet here. So we don't lose all of the armor on old mate. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to surge with lose Therin, who's using our Gormant set. He's going to put up a block. And he's going to do his legendary Rend Asunder. He's going to go to here. Ooh. So this is speed 5. Oh my god. Hitting on a 2+ goes to 7+. That's rough. Come on. 2 hits. We will block 1 with the block, and we will dodge the other one using dodge. So then he's going to move and attack the target again. That's 2 hits again. Can't dodge because we've already dodged this turn. Oh, it's 2 damage to the boots. So that's 5. And then an immediate kill, friends. I don't love this. It's a 6. On the legs. A 6 is torn Achilles tendon. Whenever you suffer light, heavy, or severe injury, you are also knocked down. Whew. That's a very, very ordinary start. But the target gains the Altered Destiny Secret Fighting Art. Altered Destiny. If you would gain a negative attribute token, instead gain a positive attribute token. That's awesome. Wow. And it doesn't work in reverse, so you just always gain positive attribute tokens. Awesome. Okay. I just remembered the monsters ambushed us, so he's actually about to go again. Ashen Return. Random threat in range. The usual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 1, 2. It is Masana. So, he's going to move and attack the target. Yep. Like that. Destroys that destructible terrain. So, she has not a lot of evasion. Sevens will hit, as will 6s. Yep. So, hand like hand, she'll dodge one of the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Survival. And then the monster's powerful memories disturb the air of the present. Take the top mood card from the discard pile and play it immediately. Okay. That's the end of his turn. We now get to have a go. Let's go, team. It's time. I believe in you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets her into position. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She will have a swing with her steel sword. Do we go in the rear? Yeah, we go in the rear just to make sure she hits. That, believe it or not, is a hit thanks to her accuracy and being in the rear. It actually wouldn't matter because she gets the +1 accuracy from the Swordmaster. So we draw a hit location and we get this stupid thing. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, well we're going to have to do some dashing then, aren't we? I suppose it's only -1 toughness token at the moment. We'll go to -2. Okay. To wound. That is an 8. So her strength is currently 2, but she gains +1 with the Swordmaster. So that's so that's strength 3 plus 8 is 11, plus the steel sword is sharp, and it's strength 5, so that's 16, which is enough to do a wound. So we're just going to track these wounds here. Steel sword 1. So definitely does a wound. She didn't do a critical hit, so she doesn't gain 1d10. Oh, actually, oh no, yeah, I'm thinking of a different hit location thing. I was thinking of King's Step. Yeah, alright. So now we're going to have some surges and some dashes, I think. So let's start with Davram. Surge and dash. Does he get it back? He doesn't. Does he get it back? He does. So the surge is just going to be to swing with his beacon shield. It's his strength. It's his high strength weapon. So that's a hit. Okay. He is definitely going to use Fated Blow on this roll because we may not get another chance. So let's see how we go. He literally cannot crit because he doesn't have any luck. So it's not possible for him to crit. 7. It's enough. It's enough. It's a wound, and it's a devastating wound. Good work, Davram. 1, 2. You've done well there, mate. With the grand weapon. Wonder if we should... it's shield. Yeah, you gained a shield proficiency, mate. Well done. Alright, that's good. So that's not a failure reaction, so we don't trigger that. And as I said, he's going to then dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. We'll do Fail, who is in the rear with the steel sword. No, it's her attack, so she can't use a surge, nor can she dash. But we can use Lose the Rin. So he has got, man, that Altered Destiny is awesome. He's just going to dash away, I think. Yeah. It's just too much of a risk, I'm afraid. And finally, Masana. Yep, so she's going to also dash. She'll surge first of all. So Vespertine Bow. Can re-roll those 2. 2 hits. Okay, I think we'll do this order because that might bypass the microwave heart and the need to dash. Okay, so we'll try and wound the monster here. We can crit. Oh, it's a 10. It's a 10. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Look what I've got. I'm taking the 10. Awesome. You destroyed a wound critical for balance at the start of his turn. Oh, he becomes movement 5. Awesome. Alright, take a wound, you idiot. And that's also a wound. Yes. Yes. So he moves full away from her and he's speed 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's all the way back here. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with that. He now does his irradiate. He gets a -1 toughness token. From his unseen agony. She doesn't have to dash. So, in that case, Lutheran will just go 1, 2, and he will put up a block. And Masana's just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If she dashes, she can shoot him again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so she's going to dash. I've also got to put down 2 lava things where he was. Here and here. The reason I'm going to do that is that gets her 2 momentum tokens, which means she gets closer to a really powerful attack. And then she'll have a shot. Reroll that one. 3 hits from the Vespertine bow. Ooh, nervous, nervous, nervous. Oh, microwave heart. Alright, well the good news is that everyone's out of range from microwave heart, so we'll actually do that one first. So let's see if we wound it. So his toughness is down to 15 now. So she's wounding on a 5. That's a wound. Oh, the Vespertine bow is coming up trumps here. And then he gets another -1 toughness token. Okay, I'm starting to get nervous about this meltdown. Gonna have to hide, friends. This one. We'll do this one. Serpent tail vertebrae. So that is a wound now because of the -3 toughness tokens. So that's good. And then this one. It's a critical wound. Gain a husk. Another lava pool. And the Vespertine bow has been going off. Been going off. Okay, so I've got out the husk and we're on to the Dragon King's turn. So first thing we do is we roll to see if this persistent injury applies. It doesn't, so his movement is not 5. I would have liked that a lot actually. He now does a radiate and he becomes -4 toughness. And he does everyone in the blast zone, which is no one. And then he draws his AI card and he draws Rough Smack. The furthest threat in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is actually Tam, who's not Tam, it's fucking Davram Bashir. What we're going to do is we're going to do him and we're going to spend a survival to dash. It's a new monster turn, so we can dash. We don't get it back. So the Dragon King's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to here. Now at this juncture, we'll just dash into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess, outside of the irradiate zone. This piece of terrain is destructible, so it is destroyed. Okay, so he doesn't get to do his attack. So then we've got a choice here. All survivors adjacent to the monster suffer bash and knockback 20. So what we might do is we might do a surge with Elaine, who is not Elaine anymore, it's Fail, using a steel sword. And let's see if she gets to hit. She does not because of her stupid rolling a 1, idiot. And that's it. So then she'll dash out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should go to there. It doesn't have an irradiate at the end of the turn. All survivors adjacent to the monster suffer bash, which is no one. And that's the end of the rough smack. Okay. I'm concerned about this meltdown that's about to occur, because I think it's definitely going to happen. Who can we... All right, so we're gonna do lose the ring. Whenever you suffer light, heavy, or severe injury, you're also knocked down. Does he want to run through the gorment? The gorment for the lava pool. He does. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hope that he doesn't roll the legs. It's the head. 1 damage for that. Then he's going to swing with his Zanbato. So his accuracy 3. So this is a pretty good chance of hitting. It does hit. We roll a hit location, and it is whoa. Okay, the serpent throat. So this weapon is deadly. So we can cause a critical wound on a 10. And if we wound, it is a devastating 1 attack. So he's -4 toughness at the moment, which takes him down to 13. With strength 2 plus the Zanbato takes us to 8. So I think that's a 5. Come on. It's a wound. It's not a crit though, but it's a devastating wound. So we go 1, 2. He gains a -1 toughness token. That doesn't trigger irradiate, so that's fine. Alright, what he's going to do, or do we want to dash? If we draw that stupid yellow card, or the trap's okay. No, the trap does irradiate as well. I think we'll swing again using this surge because the Zanbato is just too devastating, pun intended. Come on, don't be that stupid yellow card. Come on. Oh, awesome. Okay. We can put him in a position in the showdown board. All right, so this time we only need a 4. That's another wound. It's devastating. Oh. Literally, it's devastating. So he doesn't like to be touched, so he's going to get thrown into this corner of the board all the way down here and knocked down. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll do Masana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Then she'll dash. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. So the reason we're doing this is we're trying to get her momentum tokens up. So she's now got 4. And at the start of the, so if she attacks and she has 5 momentum tokens, she removes them all and rolls 1d10, gains that much luck and strength. So she'll have a shot with a Vespertine bow. Can re-roll this one. And that misses as well. 2 wounds. I feel like we're going to get an irradiate here. Oh, so, well, that's if we fail, that's going to do it. There it is. Okay. We'll definitely do this one first. So a failure would be bad, but he's minus a lot of toughness now. -5. So No, that's definitely a wound. It's not a crit. So we don't trigger the failure reaction. And then this one, we're going to do an irradiate. So there's no one in range except for Fail, who's got a fuck ton of armor. Oh, actually, we're doing meltdown, aren't we? Yep. So what we'll do is we will dash with Fail to get her out of the way. 1, 2, there. Because it's a meltdown. It doesn't matter what I do with old mate. He's getting blown up. So let's see if this one wounds. It's anything but. That's a wound. That is a wound. Okay. Irradiate. The monster gains a -1 toughness too. I can't believe I haven't joined the trap yet. Then we gain meltdown. I wonder if we can do it this way. Meltdown. Okay. Each survivor in the meltdown zone is caught in the disintegrating wave. So this goes here. This gets flipped to its obsidian pillar side. That one must too. Okay. And that destructible one is removed. And then yep. Okay, so all survivors in the Dragon King field of view and blind spot suffer 1 damage for each monster token. Yep. So we have 6. So unfortunately our good friend here, Davram, is going to suffer 6 damage to 3 hit locations. Oh, that's so good. Legs. I'm going to show. That's so good. We rolled 3 7 hit locations. Legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Waist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, I think we're going to... Oh, don't jinx it, Dana. Don't jinx it. Then you roll a 1d10. What are you wearing? Oh yeah. It's a 3. Suffer the ruptured muscle, severe arm injury. This injury is permanent. You can no longer activate fighting arts. Gain 1 bleeding token. It's probably pretty ordinary because he's got fated blow, which I like, but hey, it's done. Alright, well, I need to look up what these tower things do now. Obsidian towers. Obstacle, impassable, destructible. Oh, whoa! Smash it. Archive the terrain tile. Oh, 1d10. If you have a weapon with a heavy or club keywords, add 1d10 to your roll results. I don't think I've got any heavy weapons, do I? Oh, I could hit it with the beacon shield. Wow, that's pretty cool actually. I can hit it with the beacon shield and I'll roll 2d10. Or club. I don't have anyone with club. Okay. Okay, so I just checked and Davram has not done anything in this turn yet other than dash to get away from the Dragon King. So I think what we're going to do is move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And he's going to use his beacon shield to hit that obsidian tower. And he rolls an 11. And that results in finding an iron strange resource, which is exactly what I wanted. And I think I'm just going to send this guy around to get as much iron as I can. Okay, and That's awesome. I think I might have actually done a dash incorrectly with Elaine. There's not Elaine, fucking hell. I've got to start remembering I'm using different survivors. Fail. I think she wounded with a sword. No, she rolled a 1 to miss. Then she did dash to get out of... yeah, no, I think we're fine actually. She dashed to get out of the range. That's okay. Yep. Alright, so that's the end of Davram's turn. So I think the only person we've got loose the ring got thrown into the corner. So I think we can do another shot with the Vespertine bow with Masana and a surge. Let's do it. We're going to try and get rid of some more of these cut wounds. Reroll that one. 3 hits. Ah. Trappy. Oh, first strike. Impervious. No. Forgot that's gone. Alright, well, we can't do a wound on that one. So he just does an irradiate, which is going to do 1 wound to 3 hit locations on Davram. Don't roll the boots. Oh, he rolled the boots once. Boots, hands and head. Okay. So then Davram, we'll see if we can do, let's do this one actually. Just in case we fail. Come on. It's a 9. Oh, it would be a crit, but we don't have it. Yeah, we don't have any luck benefits, so unfortunately that is just a wound. But he loses all negative toughness tokens. And then, no, sorry, we didn't fail. He doesn't. So then he does microwave heart. 7 is a wound. Oof, she's rolled well. Irradiating again. Damage 2 this time to these locations. Oh, Davram. Oh dear, my friend. Well, the body's good. The waist's good. He's knocked down, but the boots force a serious injury. 8 on the legs is a broken leg. But we need a bed for that. Poor Davram. I feel like he's about to be pounded on. That's the end of our turn. Start of the turn. We do another irradiate. It's another -1 toughness tokens. It's real bad actually. And we can't even, there's no thingy on it, so. Oh dear Davram, my dear friend. We have a leg roll, we have a waist roll, and we have a body roll. Was that a bleeding token as well? On the legs? Yep. Uh-oh. Well, the body, however, is fine. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 bleeding rolls. We have 2 rolls, 1 on the waist and 1 on the feet. So the waist, Davram, come on, son. A 5 on the waist is warped pelvis. Seems unfortunate, mate. Hope I never warp my pelvis. And on the legs, it's a 10. A 10 is you are knocked down. Great. Well, do we want to make him our sacrificial lamb? Let's see. So that's the monster's start of the turn. Now we'll see if he's lower speed. He is, so he's only speed 5. And he's doing Crisis Crater. The Dragon King drops his massive foot. Okay. What's his basic action again? I think it's time for Davram to be a he picks a random threat in range. He's only speed 5. So we can force him to attack someone of our choice with his basic action, but it's going to be an irradiate again at the end of that. So yeah, I think it's time for Davram to be sacrificed, bravely sacrificed. So we're going to encourage Davram using fail. Yep, using fail. He's encouraged. He stands up. He is then going to spend his survival to dash. Should he have a swing first, do you reckon? With the beacon shield? Yeah, he might as well. Surge. Gets his survival back. He'll do the dash. Gets his survival back. So he might as well have a swing with the beacon shield. Have a shot with the beacon shield, son. It's a hit. Oh, the king's mouth. Uh-oh. You can't do a crit, but... Oh, no. That's definitely not a wound. So if the attacker was in 6 spaces, he suffers bleed 2 and archive all of their resources unless they spend 2 survival. So we'll spend 2 survival. Then he's dashing. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only speed 4 because he lost his shoes. So now the smash zone triggers. And all survivors in the smash zone, which is no one. Then he performs a basic action. We could, yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to dash with fail. And we're going to dash with Masana. So we're just going to get them out of his range because he's only speed 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. That also triggers the momentum token, the 5th and final momentum token for the Vespertine Bow Masana. Alright, performs a basic action. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has a swing on poor Davram. Poor Davram. I feel like you're in trouble here, son. It's 4 evasion though. Come on, son. Oh, it's only 1 hit. He can dodge that. He'll dodge that. Does he get it back? He does. I mean, he's still a chance of surviving. He hasn't got anything that we can't get rid of yet. The warped pelvis, the broken leg, the ruptured muscle. I think we can heal all of those. But yeah, let's see. Because now he does irradiate. And it's... I think he dies from just the bleeding tokens, actually. Yep. So 3 hit locations, suffering 4 damage each. Waist, hand, body, waist. 3 critical injury rolls. Unless we roll 3 10s, he's definitely dead. A 9. So that one's on the hands. A 9 is a dislocated shoulder, gain a bleeding token. The body, 7, ruptured spleen, and that is the death of Davram. There's no point re-rolling. Well, we'll see if I roll a 10. It's a 1. Unlucky that. Okay, well, we're about to trigger a trap, I think. He's only got like 4 wounds left. Alright, well, in my turn, I'm just going to block with everyone. Because everyone's got a shield. Block, block, block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just move back and forwards. So what's going to happen now is the monster is going to use, it's going to be the monster's turn. So he's going to irradiate, which will give him his 5th token, which will do meltdown. No one is in front of his facing, so the meltdown is over. Then we'll see if he's got an extra move. He doesn't, he's down to speed 5. And his card that he chooses is Ash in Return. Random threat in range, random survivor in range, no one. So he does Core Countdown, which is his basic action. Full move towards the closest threat, perform Irradiate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, and then he does Irradiate, which gives him a -1 toughness token. The best weapon to be attacking with here is the Zanbato, because we've got very few hit locations left. Masana with the Vespertine bow, propulsion drive. When you attack, if you have 5+ momentum tokens. I'm just concerned that if we draw the trap here, the momentum tokens are wasted. And she's likely to hit 3 times. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do the Zanbato on Lose the Ring. He'll dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll have a swing. Come on, Lose. A perfect hit. Altered Destiny. We can crit with this. It is a devastating, a deadly one, so a 10 will be deadly. Let's see what we roll. A 9. That is a wound. But he gains +4 toughness until the end of the end of the turn. Good news. 1, 2. Devastating. 4 toughness until the end of the round. So he's now toughness 21. I don't know that anyone can get that job done. So we'll just move forward and block. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and block. Actually, no, we'll go outside of the 3 there and block. And Lose the Ring's going to surge and block. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try and bank on getting it done in this last turn. So, monster turn again. He does a Radiate, -1 toughness token. He gets Lose the Ring, body, waste. Body, waste. And then, don't be the legendary card. Crisis Crater. Okay, so we've got a smash zone. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Fail, dash, surge with the steel sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steel sword. She hits on a 9. Is it the trap? It's, oh my god, it's the death blow. Could you imagine if I got the death blow? Oh, if I had done this with fucking, Lose the Ring, I would have got the death blow if I wounded. I mean, the Radiant Heart kills, so it's probably not bad anyway. Was that a perfect hit? I'm going to roll a wound and see if it matters. An 8 is definitely a wound, because she has +2 strength, +1 strength, sorry. Devastating 1. No, sorry. So it's her second wound. So she's got strength 3, +5 from that is 8, +8 is 16. He's got a -1 toughness token. It has sharp anyway, but yeah. Okay, so he's literally got 1 wound left to do. And I can use the Zanbato on a surge from Lose the Ring. Come on, Lose the Ring. Come on, son. If this is the trap, I'm going to be devastated, but let's see. It's a hit. Is it the trap? it's not the trap. He's still got to roll to wound though, because he's only strength 8 in total. And the dude's down to toughness 16. Wow, I didn't realise it was that bad. Come on. Oh my god, he did it. When's the trap? Oh, still 3. Oh, I could have used that friggin' luck thing. Oh, wow. Wow. So that does the last 2 wounds whilst this card is in play before the smash zone even triggers. Team, we did it. Amazing effort. Amazing fight. Wow. Wow. Let's get some resources. This is awesome. My god, what did we get here? Back to Showdown Dragon King. So we get... So we have a Shining Liver, 4 basic and 8 Dragon King. So we get Husk, Veined Wing, King's Claws, Radioactive Dung, Hardened Ribs, Veined Wing, Cabled Vein, that's what we needed, King's Tongue. Oh, sorry. That 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Plus these 2. And then we also get 4 basics. Wouldn't mind a Love Juice or 2 here actually. Love Juice, thank you. Monster Hide. Beautiful, thank you. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. That was a crazy fight. I can't believe I got that over the line. Thought we were light on. Ah, tremendous. And we also gained the Shining Liver. So fortunately we do not have to get a Radiant Heart, because a Radiant Core, because we didn't defeat a level 2 Dragon King. So we gain, I've never seen this before, Shining Liver. There it is. Shining Liver. Nothing that happens with it. Whew. And we gain 1 Hunt XP and we return from Showdown. So let me just check here. Did I mark her sword proficiency? I did not. She's done 2 wounds. Did I mark your shield proficiency? I did not, but he did actually do a wound. Sorry, no, he's been using the Vespertine bow. So he doesn't get a shield proficiency. Maybe he should. Sorry, I've got that mixed up. Masana. We'll definitely put bow mastery on her. I definitely would have done that. Alright, great. Return and advance the year. Let's return to the settlement, friends. And let's see what we are stuck with from this stupid phase. This stupid settlement thing. Well, if we get a murder, it's just going to be terrible, because I've been trying to protect Tam the whole time from murder, and now I can't protect him anymore because I've got no one who's anywhere near him. So we haven't seen a plague. We haven't seen. There's quite a few we haven't seen. Actually, we haven't seen that one that cracks in the ground. Oh my god! Oh, lights in the sky. Lights in the sky. You know how I feel. Well, that's just crazy. Alright, I'm fucking not going to complain about getting lights in the sky twice. Well, we have the Kingsman. Oh, and we have a story event, Hooded Knight. Boom. Story event, Hooded Knight. Let's do that bad boy. So, our great friend Cadswain is just been hanging around in the settlement. She's obviously been trying hard to learn how to use the the Lantern Sword, the Twilight Sword. She's really working hard at it. And she's got 3 proficiency points at the moment, so she's having a rocking good time. So she's going to roll. Anytime you spend an endeavour. Yeah, so she's dueling. So she gets +1 thanks to otherworldly luck, and then she's also going to gain +3 to this roll. So she's +4 to the roll. She gets a 10. She gains 2 levels of weapon proficiency, +1 insanity. She can't gain survival. Nor can she spend survival. We can get rid of that intracranial hemorrhage, and she actually becomes a pretty reasonable option, really. We need to defeat a level 3 antelope with pottery to gain the Barber Surgeon, which allows us to remove intracranial hemorrhage, I believe. Wow. What a phase. Let's add these resources into the storage, shall we? Shining liver. Wonder what I can make with that. Basic. Monster bone. Question marks. Monster hide. Love juice. Great. And then we also gain an iron. And then we gain from the Dragon King husk. King's tongue. Cabled vein. Veined wing. Hardened ribs. Radioactive dung. King's claws. Veined wing. Husk. Well, let's start us off with the old endeavour, shall we? Start us off with an endeavour. Would have liked to have gone hunting for more iron, but I can't believe I drew lights in the sky a second time. That's actually the 3rd time I've had it in this campaign. I didn't see it at all in my last campaign. Did not see it once. So we did draw it once from that settlement, from that hunt event, which is nice. Pictograph. Albedo, pedal spiral, come on bed maybe, storytelling. Yeah, we'll definitely take storytelling, I think. Just for the survival limit more than anything else. And that puts Memento Mori into the deck, does it? Storytelling. Records, it puts in there. Records, okay. Alright, well. Deck's getting thin, which I like. Survival limit's getting high, which I like. And we get to make our full dragon set. This is exciting. This is the first time I've ever been able to make this. The dragon boots. Iron. Let's use the jiggling lard. I don't think I'm going to use that for anything else. Actually, why did I just do that? I don't want that. I want dragon gloves. Okay, I'm going to stop and see what I just gave away then, because I need it back. Okay, before I go too crazy, I need to spend an endeavour to make some leather. So let's have a look at what we need from here. I think we'll try and make another beacon shield as well, which is a useful item to have. We'll turn these 3 hide into leather. And no vermin hide. Gorm, what have you got for us? Yep, stout hide, so that's 4 leather. I think that's enough. I've got more if I need to make it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So I gave myself the things back that I shouldn't have used. We now have the dragon gloves, which is the full dragon set at last. So the shining liver, what does that allow us to make? I need to look at that on the Dragon Armory, which is right here. The shining liver allows us to make a blue core. Okay, and I think the cores are just, they make nuclear weapons better. And I don't think I've got any nuclear weapons yet. So where is the core? Blue power core. All nuclear gear cards in your gear grid gain deadly 2. Oh, that's actually pretty awesome. So what are the nuclear weapons? There's a nuclear knife. Okay, there's a nuclear scythe. Deadly on nuclear. Neither of them are very good though, are they? Only strength 3. The nuclear scythe is probably the better of the 2. Any of these other weapons nuclear? No. Yeah, this whole time I was thinking a talon knife was a dagger and it's a guitar. That's just a dumb fucking naming convention right there. That's just silly. All nuclear, okay, gain sharp. So if you have a red power core and a blue power core, you can make your nuclear weapon sharp, but neither of those seem very good without it. And that takes up all bar one of your gear grids to do that with both of them. I'm less convinced. So what have we got that is craftable right now? Lantern mail. Yeah, we need some iron, I think. Let's make some survivors, perhaps, whilst we've got the face painting automatic success. So face paint. We literally can't fail that because we've got otherworldly luck and lights in the sky. So we now have +2 to all intimacy rolls. And given that we'll also use Cadswain as the mother, we now cannot fail our intimacy rolls, which is great. Let's do some forbidden dance. Hang on, I'll just check. Do we need anything else? We're going to do we want to... So we're going against the Kingsman, so I know what's happening in that fight. Perhaps we should scrap smelt. What's our iron situation like? Got a dragon iron. What does the beacon shield require? It requires 2 iron. Do I want to start working towards the other armor sets? Phoenix, dragon armor. Okay. Well, a bit of a quandary of what to do with my items now. The Warlord armor is really good with axes, but I don't have a fantastic axe yet, really. White Lion armor, no. So I think our next goal is to go for the Dung Beetle Knight and see if we can make a rolling set and a level 3 Gorm to get the regen set, the regen suit. Okay. Well, anything else from in here? No. The shielded quiver. I think that lets you use multiple arrows. Don't need any more of these. Yeah, at this point in time, I don't see any need for the rest of the resources to get chucked away. I've got no Gorm Klingon, I've got no Butcher Fight, so I'm just going to hold on to them. So I'm not going to worry about doing the +3 armor to a hit location because we're fighting the Kingsman. So I'm going to focus on gaining the Forbidden Dance benefits, I think. So who has not used it yet? Tam, have you used for... no, so we'll do it on Tam. See if we can get him a permanent evasion. That 3 becomes a 5, which I think is no good. On Forbidden Dance, is that right? It's a 6 to get permanent evasion. Do I get to use Cadswain's Otherworldly Luck? I don't think that I do, but let me check. During the hunt, whenever you roll on a table, you may add +1 to the roll result. Nope, so it's -1 permanent evasion for Tam. Sorry, -1 permanent movement, which is fine. Ishmael's done it because he's got King's Step. Loose the Rin, have you done it? Nope, you'll do it. That's it, +1 permanent, or you can get King's Step. We'll take +1 permanent evasion, thanks. Great, that's 2. Pretty sure there's nothing else I need to do. So, Nightmare Training, no. Oh, you know what I would like is that freaking Wisdom Potion. Let's fucking go for a Wisdom Potion. Finally, come on Wisdom Potion, you can do it. I need to spend 2 organs. Let's use the 2 pituitary glands because I'm not going to use them. 2d6, 13 to 18 is our numbers. 17. Oh, yeah. Cool. We finally have a Wisdom Potion that we can use in Lantern Year like 20. Awesome. Great. Do we go for Matchmaker? Yeah, so we'll just, I think we'll try and get some additional babies. So we'll do a, whatever that thing is, augury with Cadswain. And she gets a 1 + 4, gives her survival, which she can't use. And the next one, alright, Cadswain's going to use augury, so 6 becomes a 9, that's an intimacy event, and a 1 is a 4, which I think is gain survival, which she can't gain. So then we're going to spend our 2 love juices. We have 3 intimacies to roll. These are at +3. Here we go. where was that roll before? Where was that roll before? That's too high for me to get a saviour. I cannot get a saviour. I've just rolled 2 13s. You're cracking jokes. 10 plus. I think it's twins, which is good. Yep. It is. Twins, twins, twins. Alright. I'll do them in a second. So I've got 2 survivors next. That was Cadswain and... we'll do Cadswain and Ishmael so we can get some axe strength out in the settlement. And then we'll do... No one else is relevant. The next roll, so that 1 becomes a 4, so that's 1 survivor. So we have 3, and our next roll is a 3 plus a 10, so that 3 becomes a 6, and a 6 is +1 population. So we have 4 new survivors joining our settlement, and I will add those right now. Alright, welcome back. So we have our survivors, our 4 new survivors. We have Belal, Leanne, Morgaze and Swan. So each of those is going to roll on the age for age 2 to see what they gain for their benefit. A 9 and a 1 is a 10 is a random fighting art for Belal. Alrighty. So Belal is going to gain acrobatics or tough. Tough's actually pretty good. And backstabber. Wow. Well, backstabber sucks at the moment, so I don't think we'll take that one. Let's just take tough. Leanne, she gets a 19. I think that's +1 permanent accuracy. Yup. Morgaze, 7 and 2 is a 9. That's a random fighting art. Extra sense, unrelenting. Monster Claw, she can get Monster Claw at any time. Unrelenting is pretty good, but extra sense wins that one for me. And Swan Sanche, the Amaryll's Feet. She's a 15, so she gains Berserker, Heroic. Oh, I like that. I think we'll take Heroic and Extra Sense. Heroic. Okay. So those are our new survivors that have joined the party. We won't be taking them out on the mission. We'll be taking some other friends instead. But that is a fantastic victory for us. Great population count there, 25. I'm very happy with that. And we've got the full dragon set. So we now can go hunting some level 3 monsters with some really strong confidence that we can actually get it over the line. All right. I think that'll do us. We're gonna head off now, friends, and enjoy. I'm gonna set up for the next mission and probably play that one tomorrow, which will. Don't know when that'll get released because I don't actually know what order these are getting released in or how often they're getting released. But yeah, we'll see you all in the next Lantern year, friends.